Internet, come on, man. Weather, don't do this to me. And it happens right as I'm sensing a scary moment approaching, right? Am I right? I feel like something is about to happen. Maybe this is the universe's way of trying to protect me from the jump scare or whatever. Maybe someone is looking out for me, which I would appreciate. Are you trying to protect me, universe? Because you know my heart is weak. You know that I am a scaredy cat. Uh, okay. Let's see. Uh, can you guys hear me? Let me see. Okay, I refreshed. I'm not dropping frames or anything, so hopefully everything's okay now. And we're ready for any scariness. You need to hear something like this awesome stream to drown out things you don't want to hear? Okay, you can hear me. Alright, we're good. We're good then. Phew. Internet. I appreciate you trying to protect me, but I still gotta stream this. So I still got about 15, 20 more minutes until I was planning to end. So let's just get on with this. I sense it. I sense it. I can sense when the scares are coming sometimes. But then there are sometimes when it comes unexpectedly and I'm like, ah, crap. Yes. Just refresh. I'm just going to type it here. Alright. Okay. I'm as ready as I'm going to be, man. I think if it wasn't for the fact they have like scary sound effects and the music and all, and like the building tension, that's what really gets me. And it's just the fact that the ghost lady is so ugly. Like, if she wasn't so ugly, maybe I wouldn't be so scared. And that's what's kind of sad. It's like, why is it that we're so scared of people who are really ugly? I don't know. What is that? You know? Like, if someone's really beautiful, like right now we're staring at Hana, and she's like, if we know she's evil, yeah, we'll feel freaked out or whatever. But looking at her right now, I'm not scared of her. You know? It's just, It's something I always wonder about when it comes to horror. She just wants to be my puppet pal. Well, uh, well, I don't like hearing that. I'm so scared. Okay, let's just do this. Just a moment. And had I not been paying attention, I wouldn't have even noticed. It is merely a split second when Zachary's rhythm is put to a halt. Oh, dear Lord. There it is. What the frick? What are you doing? You ugly mother. Oh, you're so ugly. You stop this. His finger doesn't move to release the shutter. Yet he also doesn't pull the camera away from his face. Gaze still firmly fixed through the viewfinder. Oh my lord, stop doing that to Hannah. His hands shake, and there is a light sheen of sweat on his forehead.
Zachary?
No response, poor man.
Zach, is something the matter?
Yeah, I would think so, honey. You're about to get murdered. Lowering his camera, he blinks and stares at something behind me before shaking his head. Turning around, though, I see nothing that could have gotten his attention. Oh, poor Zach. That was traumatizing. Oh, my lord. Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, game. I am on to your tricks. Oh, dear lord.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong. I just remembered something, that's all.
Poor Zach. At least he's like, I ain't gonna just tell her the truth. I would have just ran out of there like, bye, lady, bye. I'm sorry.
Let's get back to the pictures.
Are you sure about that, son? I don't think I could do that. Ooh. It is cool, Louisa, and it's scary as frick.
Can you move a bit more to the left, yeah?
Yeah, a bit more to the left, out of this creepy lady's reach, huh? I struggle to respond this time. There's a sudden weight on my back, and an indescribable tightness around my throat. Oh my god, she feels it. Oh, hell no, she feels it. Oh, she about to kill her right in front of us. Everything stops. And everything starts again as I manage to choke out.
If you're sure.
Oof. I don't know what just happened. It was probably just a dizzy spell. Oh my god, she's lucky to be alive. Oof. I'm fine. And he said he's fine. We continue at the same pace as before, although there is an unspoken agreement that we will not talk about what happened.
So, is this a full-time job for you then?
Oh, I can't believe we're just moving on like nothing creepy just happened. Oh my lord. Ugh. And the sound she makes. Ugh, what is it about that sound? Ugh. Oh my gosh. This game is just... it knows how to get to me. It just knows. Alright.
Nah, I just freelance mostly, for magazines, newspapers, and events. So you can't really call it a full-time job.
All I can say, Zach, I kind of just want to applaud you right now. The fact that he kept his calm. He was like, yeah, just go ahead and move to the left, like out of her grip, you know? And then he's just having normal conversation, and then he kept doing his job, like, wow, what a professional. But it's also like, are you sure you don't want to warn her? I mean, she would totally question you. She'd be like, are you crazy? Huh. But interesting.
It's fun and it puts food on the table, but it's not what I really want to do.
Okay.
At least, not all the time.
What is it that you want to do then?
Maybe I've been out of line, sticking my nose into other people's business, but I can't help but ask. I regret doing so as I see his shoulders slump, and the easygoing air he has fades away. He looks torn over whether he wants to talk about it or not.
Films. Documentaries, mostly. But cinematography is a lot more difficult than photography, right?
Yeah.
I was working on this thing, actually.
What thing?
Well, it wasn't really a big thing.
Zach.
People didn't like Blue Fonzie very much.
People don't like a film about colors. I suppose they would have liked Blue Bibby a lot more.
Very funny.
So, Grand Director, do you want to tell me what Blue Fonzie is all about?
He hesitates. But when I refuse to budge on the matter, he gives in and spills it all out. Blue Fonzie, I cannot read that. La plus sombre des noirs britanniques. Yeah, I can't read French. Dark blue, the darkest hours of the black British. He speaks with passion of one who has gone through the very matter he is concerned with. There is conviction, knowledge, and experience in his speech. Why, I would have told him that he is an amazing speaker, if only I wasn't so engrossed listening. Ooh, you know what? I kind of think they would be a cute couple now. Interesting. Here I was kind of gonna, like, shift her to, like, be with Marianne, but I don't know. I didn't really sense chemistry there. I just saw her kind of wanting a friend, you know? But her and Zach right now, I see some chemistry. I'll have to consider this. Prejudice and discrimination in schools and in the workplace. Lesser chances for opportunity and higher chances of being treated like a criminal. And you know he would treat her like a princess because he's such a great guy. Oh my god. She deserves him. He spoke of blacks and people of color in general still being treated like second-class citizens, all because of the color of their skin. So you just got scared yourself, Justin, by Big Thunder? Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. Sacre bleu. It is all just positively riveting and sad. It comes to a point wherein he soon loses steam. He looks abashed, realizing what he had just done.
Sorry, I just got so carried away and...
It's fine. It is really so fascinating to watch people talk about their passion after all.
Oh.
You should see how your eyes light up when you speak so fiercely.
Yes, Coco. That is how I am when it comes to shipping. Like, I'm not one of your typical fangirls, okay? I'm not the kind who's shallow, who's like, oh, they're good looking, let's ship them. No, I like it. Okay, yes, the physical attraction has to be there. They have to look appealing together. Sure, that's a good side to it. But the number one thing, do they have chemistry? Do they make sense together? You know? And right now, I am just totally seeing her with Zach. I see it. I still kind of think Zach and Isabella would be a cute couple too. But, and you know, Zach and Ashton for sure. But I could see her and Zach together. They would be adorable. Man, he would just bring her down to earth. He would make her so happy. And they would have these long, intense discussions. And they would feel so intellectual and... I ship you guys. I ship it now. This is official. I have made my decision. Just thinking about it. I just feel it. Did they get an A in chemistry? Yes. A++. Cute.
You do have very beautiful eyes.
Yes. Nice. Hannah, you go, girl. You make that man blush. You go, girl.
Uh-huh. Thanks, I guess.
He feels awkward. I want to say that I understand where he's coming from. But I really don't, do I? I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I've lived a charmed life. It hasn't been perfect, but the difficulties I've been through pales in comparison to what others experience on a daily basis. I certainly don't know how I would have fared were it any different. Would I still have met Luke, and would he still have loved me if I was any lesser? I don't think so, unfortunately, because Luke seems very shallow to me. I will be surprised and interested if we see any depth to him later.
What was your home like?
Especially if he ends up with Rebecca, because Rebecca doesn't seem shallow at all, so there must be something good in him, you know?
These things you talk about, it sounds like you... Well, I don't mean to pry, I mean.
Yes, you do, girl.
Live with my older sister and my grandparents. We had a shop selling all sorts of things below our flat.
Ah, Smog is playing depth. Alright, Smog, you have fun. He loves that game. I get that impression too, Louisa, especially since Hana did say she did fall in love with him, you know? There must have been something good about him. It's like they were forced into a marriage because of money and their families and all of that. And maybe somewhere along the way he just lost himself. I don't know. It's possible, you know? I'm sure when people get married, they marry each other for a reason, you know? But things change with time, and people just, as they grow older, they're not necessarily the same people they were when they first met, you know? So they've outgrown each other. I think it's perfectly normal and natural, and it happens to a lot of married couples out there. Nothing to be ashamed of. And now we see she's met someone who is appropriate for who she is now. We meet someone who would understand her, who would appreciate her, who would let her continue to grow and would grow with her, you know? Yeah, they could marry an illusion. It's true. They had an idea in mind of what their lives would be like, and it didn't turn out that way. I'm sorry, it's weird because as an asexual person who doesn't have, like, I can't say I'm not attracted to people. I'm attracted to people on a mental and emotional level, not the physical, but I see relationships as something so fascinating, and I think that's why when it comes to shipping, I'm really into it and really passionate about it on an intellectual level. Like, I just want to understand why people are with each other and why people fall in love and what is love. It's just something I'm so into. Like, I've always been wanting to do a special video about it on YouTube, and I even told a few of you guys, I think, hey, want to join me for a special commentary video on blah blah blah, and I never did it just because of life, but I still want to do that. I still want to have an analysis, a deep, thoughtful conversation with my friends who are also, you know, into this kind of thing. But yeah, that would be awesome. I think that'd be really cool. If you want to hear it, then that makes me happy, Louisa. And Coco, you know, I would really love for you to be one of the people who joins me. I believe I also invited Smarg. I don't remember who else I invited, but that's something I still want to do. Hopefully before I start work, actually, because now I'm thinking about it. If I'm going to start work soon, how am I going to have time for all that? But anyway, we have to discuss this another day. I just wanted to finish this stream in the next few minutes. So, yeah. Okay, you'd be interested? Cool. I'm sorry you can't hear, Justin. I don't know. What is it you can't hear? Me or the game? I don't know. Maybe because he did say he was having storms near him, right? Like thunder and stuff. Yeesh.
And well, I was one of the few non-white, non-British students in class.
Alright. I just want to see if I can finish like this little section with her and Zach, and then I'll end the stream.
I didn't get pushed around or anything straight up. Even then, I was one of the biggest kids around. But a pencil and notebook would go missing, you know?
Aw, poor Zach. Oh, that I knew. Children can be so cruel at times. Of course, it may be a slightly different story when you have personal guards, and the stolen item is not a pencil but an expensive heirloom. Okay. I was just checking if I've dropped any frames. No? Okay.
So what about you? How you liking your new house? It's pretty impressive.
Huh. This house. Oh, this house.
It's nice, I suppose.
You suppose? Not big enough?
What? No, oh, don't be a bully.
He's teasing her. That's cute.
It's just that.
I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
I was a little girl, all dolled up and treated like fragile porcelain, with nursemaids waiting to me hand and foot. All the material possessions anyone could ever want, I could ask for on a whim, and it would be handed to me just like that. But I barely saw my parents, just goodbye kisses in the morning before they went off to who knows where they were needed to next. I saw them more often on the telly or in the papers than I ever did in person.
I remember my old house. It was a lot like this one.
Just as haunted and empty. Not even technically haunted, probably, but you know, there's different kind of hauntings. There's memories, feelings. You have some pretty strong feelings on the subject considering you grew up with divorces all around you. Yeah. That's how I am with people. Personality and emotions are everything to me. If a personality clashes with mine, I try my best, but can find it hard to overcome it, so I tend to choose my friends carefully. Yeah, I totally understand that, Justin. You have to protect yourself, you know? Don't just open up so easily, because it's so easy to get hurt nowadays by people who are careless with others' emotions. But when you find really good friends, then it's like, yeah, that's the best feeling in the world.
Big walls and big holes, but nobody in it. Not really. It makes you think how alone you are.
A pensive mood overcomes us, and there's a moment where neither of us are sure of how to go on from there. Things have gotten a bit too personal, yet it isn't wholly uncomfortable, like as if we've been friends before.
Well, that's normal, ain't it? You just moved here. You'll make home out of it yet.
You sure you should be encouraging that, considering what's there? He certainly makes it easy to believe that. My childhood house is indeed a lot like this one. Just as large and extravagant, and just as empty. I hope he's right.
So, Monsieur le Photographe, you've covered the one and only Ermengarde mansion. What's next on the agenda?
The interview?
Boring. It's an interior design and housing magazine.
And they want to know what Miss Wright has to say about her interior design and house.
Honor Wright thinks she bought a magnificent house that she can certainly brag about. Blah, blah. Boring. You know what they should print more of? I watched an interesting documentary the other day. Bleu Foncé, The Darkest Hours of the Black British. I recommend you watch it.
Oh, she's so cute. She's like trying to, you know, I would totally talk good about your movie. Oh, that's nice of you, Justin. That's the same applies to you as well.
Those are the things that people should know about.
I'm a little on edge right now. I feel like all this happy, like warm atmosphere that we've got going on between them and even with us right now, it's like, I just feel like this damn ghost lady is going to come and ruin it again. I just want to end the stream before something else bad happens, but I don't think it's going.
What do they care if I use a purple or green bowl of fruit in my kitchen?
Scared, man. I'm scared.
People, right?
Oui. People are shite.
People are shite.
What do you think? Do I look good with this angle?
Another picture? No. I strike a pose while he's being busy, looking taken aback for a moment, probably not expecting me to just go and say such a crass word. But he recovers quickly, and after snapping a few shots, he grins.
Yeah, vous êtes belle.
Ooh, he just, complimented her. Very smooth, Zach, very smooth.
You want copies of these ones?
Yes, please. So, the big boy knows French. You must have wooed a few ladies. Unless you're into gents.
Ooh, she's checking. She's checking. I see you, girl. I see you. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm getting excited. I'm getting pumped up. That's how I know the ghost lady's gonna interrupt my happiness in a minute. Yeah, I would prefer if he would just be like, hey, I love everyone and everyone should love me because I'm Zach and I'm a cinnamon roll and I deserve love. But he's probably gonna say ladies, unfortunately.
Either way, French is, after all, the language of romance.
Yes, romance. Yes, keep talking about romance.
Oh, I don't know about quoting fancy poetry. But I've made lunch for a girl before, and they did like that fancy French cuisine.
Ooh.
Can you cook your best?
I could cook just about anything as long as I know the recipe.
Ooh, a man that can cook. Sign me up. Yes, Zachary. Yes. Cook for me, babe. Cook for me. Yes. Yum, yum, yum. I'm happy right now. That's how I know it's not gonna last. I'm so paranoid right now.
C'est magnifique.
It has been too long since I've had a nice and proper chat with a good friend. Zach didn't deny anything. It's true! He did not even say, oh yeah, I don't play for that team. He just continued the conversation very smoothly. You're right, Coco. You're right. Zach, I see you. I see you, babe. Okay. No, Lee is certainly not a good friend. And although we've just met, Zachary is the sort who can probably befriend anyone. That's true. He's just a comfortable person to be around with. A bit too comfortable. Uh-huh. 'Cause you're not feeling like the just friend vibe. You're feeling a little more than that. You've come up with a new recipe, Justin? What is it? Okay. Okay, we're good. Nothing happened. Yeah! I mean, other than that whole creepy moment of her being on her like that, that was not good. But anyway, I think we should just end it here. That ended nice and happy, right? Everything's good. Sunshine and rainbows. Love is in the air. Ghost Lady can go jump off a frickin' cliff. I don't give a frick about her. Yeah. Oh no, you were just quoting Ignis from Final Fantasy. Oh, okay. Okay. As much as I would love to continue on, I think I just want to end right here. On a happy note, feeling good, having a nice conversation with my friends today, get some shipping vibes out there. We made a little progress. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. I'm sorry for any technical issues. I'll have to see how I'm going to divide. When I upload on YouTube, it's going to be a little tricky with that stupid technical